Hey, Homeschool Planet users. I am going to do a quick demo of how to create a class in your Homeschool Planet planner. I'm going to keep this as brief as I can, so it's a very broad overview, and then we'll do some individual videos about adding some particular elements when you create a class, because there's just so much flexibility and so many options. Basically, the first thing you want to make sure of when you're starting a class is that you already have a school year in place. So you can do that from Settings, General. I've already set up my year. We're going to begin 8/24. We're going to finish 5/31, and my year has 180 days on the schedule. And I've set this up as a traditional Monday through Friday class. And I'm doing a single reporting period for this year, though I could set it at the number I like. So I'm going to have my school year in place. I'm going to go to the first day of school, and I'm just going to click, and then I'm going to get a pop-up box that lets me add a class, math, science, history, etc. Add a birthday or holiday or something that's annual, or I can add what we call everything else. Appointment, doctor's appointments, dental appointments, sports practice, chores. You can see I already on my calendar have my daughter's dance teaching schedule, another one's chores, room clean before weekend activities. Hallelujah. Okay, so I'm going to add today a class, since that's what the video is about. First, I'm going to select my subject, and I'm going to make a class for math today. Then I'm going to give that class a specific title, so we're going to call this Math 8. And then I'm going to say who it is for, and I'm going to assign this to Juliana. You can assign multiple students or a single. When? There are many options. You can have a class that's weekly, that's monthly, that's a combination of days, that's particular days of the week, that's particular selected dates because you know when you're meeting. But we're going to leave this, since it's math, at every weekday. Your start and end date are going to default to what your school year is, but you can completely override those. You can begin early or end late, or end early or start late. You can do whatever works for you. And then again, with time, we're completely flexible. You can have your class set to no particular time, meaning it just will be on the calendar, or you can say we do math at 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. or whatever works for you. When we get now to this section of the planner, we see that we have 5 tabs and then another over here. Assignments are where we're going to enter our actual assignments. Notes, anything you might want to add, like don't forget to double check your work before turning in. Grading, where you're going to set up grading for your classes. Tracking hours, we have a separate video already on how to do that. Resources, where you can add resources like your textbook or readers or particular items. And then over here, options lets you check a box so that the class itself only shows up on days when there is an assignment that day. Otherwise, the box isn't there at all. So you can basically go in and type in your assignments or cut and paste them from another document one by one if you like. You can then, to those assignments, add reminders. So for me, for science, I usually send myself a reminder the week before of what lab supplies I'm going to need to buy when I do that week's grocery shopping, if there are any. And you can text that or email, however works best for you. You can add websites to your assignments. If you're doing a math class and your student logs in, you can just put in the link straight to that. You can upload files, docs or PDFs. I sometimes will add the writing rubric for a writing assignment so everyone's clear about exactly what I'm grading for and looking for. You can assign resources, add more dates, remove dates, eliminate gaps. There are multiple options, and actually when you've entered an assignment on that line, there are even more options. But I'm already not being brief. So you can also add the identical item to every day. With this box, I can say, complete your math. And once I click add, it will add that to every day on my schedule. Flip. Or I have the more options button. These are, just like they say, You can repeat the same assignment each day, which is what I just did, or you can have something you want broken up over a range of dates. Maybe you have a 300-page book in 10 days. The software will actually divide it out, 1 to 30, 31 to 60. It'll do that for you. You can say they follow a recurring pattern, or that you have a specific number to fit in a specific date, or a specific number of assignments with no specific date. We're going to today quickly use a recurring pattern. We see our school year has 36 repetitions. I'm going to say that I need 34 repetitions, and I'm going to do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can select whatever days of the week you like. Then I'm going to say next, and I'm going to say, I'm going to leave it just like this, lesson 1, and the number that is in these brackets here means it will, the next time it comes up, it'll go to the next item. So maybe you have a spelling test. I know I said I was doing math, but for the sake of showing you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, learn week 1 words. Then I'm going to say, and I'm going to actually just copy this whole thing, review week 1 words. Then I'm going to say study week 1 words. Then I'm going to say pre-test week 1 words. And then I'm going to say final test week 1 words. Okay, now over here I can add reminders, I can add websites again or files, I can add a PDF, maybe I want to add the spelling form if this was not a weird math spelling hybrid. And then I can tell it where to start. We're going to go ahead and start numbering with week 1, but if I had put in 3, then I can just go ahead, pull this in, flip, and you're going to see that because I have these parentheses, the software knows that the number after 3 is 4, and then 5 and 6, and I see it's going to be all laid out. So then when I select OK, and I see my schedule, those are all right there. So this very brief video is already 8 minutes. Once I've entered my assignments, I'm going to hit save and close, and now it's on the calendar for me. And as I flip through the week, there's my class. We'll do several more videos about using these features in depth. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. Have a great day.